So I have a junker ring here, and I'm doing some testing in the tot lots with the Deus 2. And I've been doing testing around different size of pipes, right? Because some pipes don't have, they have plastic around them, and they're a smaller pipe than it actually is, right? And every different tot lot is different because you have different size pipe. Even this tot lot right here, right? You have chains right there, and those chains go deeper in the ground. This pipe is a lot bigger than that pipe. That pipe's a lot different from this pipe. Sometimes you have two pipes really close to each other. You have fabric staples deeper in the ground there that a lot of detectors false on, and they sound like coins or whatnot, or they sound like jewelry. And tot lots, there's no soil in tot lots, so they're a lot easier to detect in just in the open area, right? And you know, the Deus 2 does fairly good in there, but I haven't really found that perfect setting or that mode that I can just go to, or those settings that I can go to with the Deus 2, like the Deus 1, right? I can be out in the park over there trying to go deep with my HF coil on, my 5x9 or my 9-inch, and sweep over the really trashy area or by the picnic benches, not have to make any adjustments, right? Just go all over the park, go deep, go shallow in the trash, go into the curb strip out there, go into the relic dump, go over in the iron, not the relic dump, but in some thicker iron there, and then come over the tot lot over here and have the same settings, not have to push one button the whole time, right? Because I have a minus discrimination or minus ground balance out there, and I don't have to have a minus ground balance over here because I'm not over soil. So I don't have to push any buttons in the hot program. And that 5x9 coil on the Deus 1 is, you can argue this all day long if you would like. That Deus 1 with the 5x9 coil is the best machine in a tot lot ever made, right? Because you can take that coil off that shaft and you can get under those tight spots where, no, if you don't have a Deus, you can't get in those spots, right? Because I can take this detector off of the shaft there, and I can get underneath those really tight spots and wiggle the coil around, right? If you have a really long detector and you have cam locks on your detector, you will not be able to get in the spots that small little coil can get. And I've struggled this last month, over a month, with the Deus 2 in the tot lots because I just have not been able to find that perfect medium like the hot program on the Deus 1 5x9 coil, right? I've tried different frequencies on different size posts. I've tried different targets, you know, like small jewelry, rings, coins, and on different frequencies, different programs, just trying to dial it in, and I just have not been able to do that, right? So I really don't know if the Deus 2 is going to be able to do the tot lots for me, right? I've done a lot of tot lots with the Deus 2, and I have found some jewelry, but not nearly as much as that 5x9 coil. I can swing so fast, and I can get in those tight spots because, you know, like this spot, for instance, right here, right? Like this spot, for instance, I'm in 7.7 kilohertz, right? I'm in the low, I'm in the 40 kilohertz frequency, right? Right? So it's going to false on the smaller iron. Now I'll go down to 4 kilohertz, right? On the other end of the frequency range, right? Right? Now I don't false on that one, but now I'm high toning on that one right there, see? So which frequency is going to hit rings better? Which frequency is going to get around these big iron pipes better, right? And all these iron pipes are different, right? This area right here, see? I'm in the lower frequency, so it's going to really false on that bigger iron there, right? It's going to high tone on that. Now I'll go down to the higher frequency here. Just different sounds, right? Now I'm getting high tones on that stuff there, right? And that smaller coil, I don't have to drop my gain down. In the tot lots here with the Deus 2, I have to drop my gain down because this is such a powerful machine, right? If I try to put it in multi-frequency in the tot lots, right, I just get a lot of odd tones from these pipes here, a lot of squeaking high squeals, right? So I'm in mono frequency, right? So I'm not getting any falsing on that, right? And I can hear the iron in it a little bit, but I'm not getting a high tone on it, right? But I'll bury this ring right here, right? I'll bury this ring right there. I'll put that ring right there. You watch. It's gonna hit it in that higher frequency, and I'll drop the gain down. I'll drop the frequency down to 4 kilohertz. Right? I can't tell if that ring is there because I'm getting a high tone on that post anyway, right? So I think the higher frequencies, I've always known this to be a fact, that the higher frequencies will hit on a lot more stuff in tot lots and that smaller stuff. But when I'm around the big pipes there, the higher frequencies on those, the Deus 1, it falses on those big pipes a lot more. But it's different, right? It's a different tone, right? Listen how tight that is. I come away from it, and I'm hitting it, see? Right? It's something different, right? It's a different tone, and I'll show you, watch. See, I'm getting that iron, that kind of irony tone, right? I know something's in there, right? Now I'll try this with a smaller piece of jewelry. Actually, I'll try it on this post right here, right? I'll show you. So it's not falsing on this smaller pipe here, right? It's not giving me a high tone on that pipe there, right? So I'm in the lower frequencies here, right? I'll put this ring right here. I'll put that ring right there. Right there. Smashing it out, right? See, I'm getting the high tone on that, so it just matters what you want to hear, right? But I know for a fact that little 5x9 elliptical coil on that Deus 1 will smack the shit out of that ring right there, right? In the stock hot program, man, it'll smack the shit out of it, right? It's just a smaller coil, right? So I'll go to 25 kilohertz, see if it'll do it. No. It's smacking it that way really good. Now I'll go to multi-frequency here, right? Sensitive full tones here. It's actually doing very well in the multi-frequency. It's doing very well in the multi-frequency, right? So, you know, you're running multiple frequencies at the same time. So I'll try deep high conductor or deep high conductor. I'll try the Park program actually. I'll try that. No, it's not going to do it in 3-tone, right? Not going to do it in 3-tone because the the Park program has a lot of filters on it. So I'm just doing testing here, right? I'm just doing testing. So I'll go to minus discrimination here, right? So 0 notch, silencer 0, bottle caps, full tones here, bottle cap 0. And let's see what that does. Actually, it's in square tones. I cannot have square tones here. I can't see my screen there. It's so muddy. So PWM tones. Let's see if it hits it. Let's see if it does it. No, just overloads, right? It overloads big time, right? Right. So it's gonna be, you hear it? You know, it's falsing a lot on this wet soil here, or these wet chips here, so it's not going to happen with that target there. I think the sensitive full tone is going to work the best for tot lots, right? Because I'm running multiple frequencies, so there's not really that guessing game on which frequency I should be in mono, right? So I've been just trying to dial it in, and I just haven't found those settings that really, you know, I don't want to drop my gain down, because if you drop your gain down, you're going to be missing out on smaller jewelry than this right here, right? The gain is just a filter, or the sensitivity is just a filter, and it's filtering out those smaller targets, and it's filtering out those iron tones, right? It's filtering out all the chaos. It's not rejecting the iron. It's just making it so you can't hear the iron. It's not making that iron go away. Because even if that target is sitting there, no matter what gain you have, if you're not able to get that iron away from that target, it's not going to hit it, right? You might be able to hear it a little bit better when you drop your gain down, but you're going to be missing out on a lot of those smaller pieces of jewelry right next to iron, right? And if you can find those perfect settings, you know, the smaller coils in tot lots work so much better, right? Maybe not out in the open area, you know, so you got to have a good sized coil, you know, that can go over this area really fast and then get in between the iron here, get in between the iron pipes there. But I'll take this small little piece of jewelry and replace that ring mitt here with this here, right? And I've done so much testing with the Deus 1. I know what the Deus 1's limits are with that small coil. And it will hit this target here, right? Right? In park program, not gonna do it, right? Not gonna do it. Just too many filters, right? I get those crunchy tones, so I'll go back to sensitive full tones, right? It's working well, right? Multi-frequency, it's working well. Still not hitting it though. It's just, I've pushed it to the limits, right? This big coil here, right? If I had a smaller coil there with, because it's such a powerful machine, right? I'll even drop the gain down here, right? I'll just show you, right? Drop it down in the 60s, right? See, still, it doesn't matter what gain you have in tot lots, right? I want to be able to hear those smaller pieces of jewelry. And if that was an even smaller piece of jewelry, I think the Deus 1 might hit it in the with the high frequency coil at 14 kilohertz, right? Let's see how far away I can hit that target, right? Without it overloading. Right there. See, not been able to do it. Not going to do it. I can go to fast program here. This is pitch tone, so I'm going to just false on that iron, right? Right. I'm going to false on the iron, right? Oh, 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 oh. I can raise my reactivity speed up here. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Go up to 5 here. Go up to 5, right. Check it out. Watch. Can I do it? Go hit it. No. Might be hitting it a little bit there. Now I'll go to mono frequency. I'm just testing today, right? I shall try a goat field program, IAR, all the way up here. All right, not gonna happen in that mode. That's never gonna happen. Way too powerful machine. All right, just doing some testing here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.